Hey friends, 2 things I learned from putting together this Q&A video. Y'all really came through with the questions. I definitely didn't expect to do a part 1 and 2 of Q&A video, but then also a parts A and B of part 1. Wow. And also, I can talk a good bit. So in today's video, I am going to try to limit my responses and hopefully get this video into just one video, okay? So here we go. Oh, I forgot the warm-up. Me, 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 me. Okay, I think we're ready now. First up, we have a question from Cutie, Velma, Cutie. Okay, save some.
Ooh, let her have her fun.
She asked, I am so excited for you being debt-free. Me too. My question is, my income is in the low 30s and my debt now is about $29K. I have worked an additional job, but I am now 54 years old and would prefer to do something from home to make extra income. What would you suggest? So this reminded me that when I started out on my journey, my debt was about the same as my salary. And I think that that was what jarred me the most, is that my debt amounted to a year's worth of salary. Of course, it would take longer than a year to pay off that debt because I had other things to pay besides debt. So I knew that it was going to take a while to get out of debt, them being so close. I also think that's a testament to knowing someone did it, so you can do it. You just work your plan and get it knocked out. Now, as far as working from home as a side gig, now I work from home as my main employment, and I've also had 2 jobs at a time, a part-time job along with my full-time job, but I've never done a side gig at home. So I actually don't have very many suggestions because I haven't had this experience, but I do know there's some folks out here on YouTube that post videos on side gig, side income, work from home, part-time jobs that you may want to take a look at. I will try to leave a few linked in the description so you can check those out. I can't necessarily attest to any of their suggestions either, just because, again, this isn't my experience. If any of you know of some great side gig, side income, part-time work from home work that Velma can check out, please make sure to leave that in the comments. Thank you for your question, Velma. On to the next one. This comes from D. What type of career field or job do you do? And did you take a second job to pay off debt? So I work as a reporting and analytics professional for an insurance company. I've been with this company for 12 years. Yes, in this role for 9 years. And it's pretty exciting. It's a role that has definitely developed me in a lot of different ways. I definitely enjoy my work. I enjoy uncovering things and reporting, not only successes, but opportunities. Did I take a second job to pay off debt? Actually, no, I didn't, because my full-time job at times, it just has these ebbs and flows of really busy seasons. And I just knew that it would be difficult to kind of time that. I felt like I had just so much going on my full-time job that I did not take a second job to pay off debt specifically. I have over the years, not within my debt-free journey, but over the years of my adulthood, had 2 jobs at a time, had my full 9-to-5 job, and then had a part-time job, say at Target or Amazon before. And I guess you could say YouTubing has been my second job. Of course, once I became monetized, and thankfully you guys have watched the ads, I get a little bit of something from YouTubing. I've certainly sold things over the years and have tried to stay as frugal as possible. Thank you. All right, the next one up is Wagner, JoAnn Wagner, baby. Okay. I hope you can find a way to help others after you are debt-free. You have an energy and sincerity that has helped me to stay on track. Along the way, have you ever blown it, went off budget, or made a spontaneous purchase? I am definitely planning on spreading the word about debt freedom and helping as much as I can. Toni Morrison, one of my favorite authors, has this quote that says, "The function of freedom is to free someone else." I wholeheartedly agree that if I could share this feeling, share how this has been worth it, then it could free someone else. Someone else may press a little bit harder, become encouraged, and get excited about being debt-free. And thank you so much for your kind words. And I'm proud of you for staying on track. And as far as spending, I tried my best to stay as frugal and stay as on budget as possible. But I do remember there were some times where I would get frustrated in this journey and just be like, I am ready for it to be over. And I think I would just order like a batch of Old Navy clothes order them and get them to the house and try them on, and I would end up returning items. But along the way, every once in a while, I was just tired of it. I remember taking vacations, and I know that Dave Ramsey and most of the followers would say that that's not a good thing, but it was worth it, and I don't regret it one bit. Also, I had my other car, and some may say you should have sold that car. So I think for me, it wasn't about buying additional things so much as the vacations and the experiences, and also maybe getting rid of some things. I remember at one point I had 3 Dooney purses that were like the same style but different colors. And I knew that I should probably sell at least one of them, if not 2 of them, because I wasn't actually even carrying them anymore. And it was like so difficult for me to make that decision. But I finally made the decision to sell one of them. And that was $100 plus that I got to put toward debt. So I think it was just relinquishing. I did try to stay as close to my budget as I could. But yeah, there were times I got frustrated, you know, from the waiting, and I would just go buy stuff for sure. But I tried to keep it in check as best I can. Thank you, JoAnn. All right, on to the next one. This one comes from Jennifer Maldonado. Jennifer Maldonado. I love that name, Maldonado. Yes. Amazing. She says, for your Q&A, what was your credit score prior to your debt-free journey, and what is it now? Or how much has it increased since you started paying off debt? Great question. I love this question. And I actually had to dig back and find this information. I found an old Discover bill that provided my FICO score, and in November of 2017, my FICO score was 711. And that's not terrible, but it did increase over the 34 months, and my score went up 111 points. Yeah, so now my Credit Karma reflects that my score is 822, which is an excellent score and something I guess I could say I'm proud of, but it definitely went up for sure. And I would say that's pretty exciting in a sense. Now the FICO I know is different from Credit Karma's Vantage score, but you can kind of get an idea that it definitely increased over time. Some accounts closed on their own, and yeah, it's something that I watched loosely, you know, of course, making sure that there was no identity theft or anything like that. But yeah, it definitely increased over time. Yeah, it's interesting to see that. So thank you for that question. All right, the next one up is Mrs. Tina Plans. Mrs. Tina Plans. Yeah, Mrs. Tina Plans. Come on. Mrs. Tina Plans. Yeah. Wow. I am so excited for you. What are you going to do to celebrate? What is your next goal? As far as celebration, one of the first things I wanted to do was chronicle this moment with all of you who have supported me in this last leg of my journey by sharing it via video, which you know that I did. And this part may seem a little boring, but one of the first things I wanted to do after becoming debt-free was to start contributing to my 401k up to my company match. I knew that for 34 months, I was leaving money on the table and I was not having it anymore. So that in and of itself was a celebration for me. I took off some time at the end of the month to see if I can take a trip or something like that. Even just having time away to take care of some things here at the house is going to be really nice. So if I don't go out of town, I'm still going to take the time off and really take some time for me. Beyond that, I know that's pretty boring. I just feel great. Like the freedom alone is the celebration. You know what I'm saying? And my next goal is to save 3 months living expenses in an emergency fund. And so that's what I'm working on right now, is just to save 3 months of my living expenses. Thank you, Mrs. Tina Plain. All right, on to the next one. This comes from Glam Moley, Glam Moley, Glam, Glam. I don't know, am I doing swing or jazz this video? I don't know. The 64C question is, the 64C question, what is 64C? Somebody let me know what the 64C question, or Glam Moley, let me know what 64C is. What will your videos be about when you're done? Is it possible for someone who is technologically impaired to get a copy of that spreadsheet? I'm finally starting to work on budgeting and other planning. Again, it only took a year to be able to start again. Well, you have started again, and that is what matters. And if you all don't know, Glam Moley posts out here on YouTube, so make sure you check out her channel. Now, what will my videos be about now that I'm done? essentially the rest of this journey, however long I continue to share, is just what's next. And also to hold up this prize of freedom for some of you who are not yet debt-free. So you can see that this is the kind of thing that happens after you become debt-free, and kind of what to look for. Hopefully I'm not scaring you or anything like that. But yeah, just kind of what to look for after you become debt-free. I think it's really important to see what's next and how do you manage all of the other pieces of information that come at you as far as saving and budgeting and investing and planning and all the other things, and mortgages and house repair and all that stuff. So just the rest of this journey and what comes with budgeting with this newfound freedom. And I think I sent you that spreadsheet, but definitely email me if I didn't. Also, any of you who would like the debt snowball updates, the debt plan, the holiday savings update, Excel spreadsheets that I use in the videos, if you want to email me at thedebtfreed@gmail.com, I will send those over to you. And thank you, Moley. All right, this next one is from DD. She's a double me. DD. She's a double me. Almost there. Do you have more emergency savings goals? Are you planning to fully fund your emergency fund 3 to 6 months once you're done paying off debt? Now, I understand that some of these may sound redundant. I am still going to answer every question. And yes, I definitely have more emergency savings goals. Like baby step 1 and the $1,000, I wholeheartedly believe in an emergency fund savings. I just feel like it frees you up, like the peace in knowing that you have an emergency fund set aside, frees you up to invest more, put more toward the home, get out of debt, all those things. So yes, an emergency fund is definitely something I'm looking forward to completing. I am planning to do that in stages though. So I'm gonna save 3 months living expenses, and then 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months. I would love to have 12 months living expenses in my emergency fund savings. And in between, I'm gonna get some things done on the house, circle back to my big picture goals, live this wonderful, beautiful life. But yeah, definitely emergency fund savings is at the top of the list. Thank you, Dee. On to Michelle Gladden. And she asked, can you share your saving and investment strategy with us after you're debt free? Definitely, that is a plan of mine. And if you don't already know, currently I'm saving for the holidays and also my 3 months living expenses emergency fund, and investing up to my company match in my 401k. So more to come. Okay, this next one comes from Stephanie Waring. Stephanie Waring. Oh gosh, where's my tambourine? I'm so excited for you, D. Since you will be done this month claiming it. All right, now, do you plan on investing that extra money via stocks or real estate? What would you like to put that extra money towards? Great question. So I am contributing to stocks via my company's 401k. Down the road, I'm going to look at investing in stocks as an individual, and also real estate as well. I have a cousin who's doing very well with real estate. I'm sure he would take me under his wings to show me the ropes. So that is pretty exciting. And as far as what I'm going to put the extra money towards, it's been saving, investing, maintaining life, eventually traveling, giving, getting some things fixed around here, and just being and living debt-free. Those are my plans in a nutshell. Thank you, Stephanie. And last but not least, this question comes from Mimi loves peace, Mimi loves peace, Mimi loves peace, Mimi loves peace. Girl, me too. Will you continue posting the baby steps after you are debt free? I'm definitely planning on it. As you know, I am in baby step 3, which is to save 3 to 6 months of your living expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. Step 4 is to contribute 15% of your income to retirement. Step 5 is to save for your children's college fund. Step 6 is to pay off the mortgage. How exciting. Step 7 is to build wealth and give and live like never before. I am looking forward to completing the baby steps. I stand the baby steps. The baby steps have been good to me, though in my peripheral, I am seeing some other movements, other plans that catch my eye and pique my interest, one of them being fire movement. So I may incorporate some of those things in what I'm doing. But yeah, the baby steps for sure. I'm definitely planning on walking those out and completing this journey, y'all. To have a fully funded emergency fund of 12 months of living expenses, to have my home paid off, and investing 15% at least into my retirement and into my future, that is big time to me. So again, that is really exciting, and I'm definitely planning on finishing this out. Yes! That is all for the Q&A. Thank you so much for submitting your questions. If I didn't answer something, feel free to leave it below and I will answer it for you. Thank you for your support as I become debt-free and am focusing on these other areas of building wealth and sharing this with you. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can't know how much I appreciate you and hope the best for you. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. And cutie. I am definitely planning on name. Okay. Mrs. Tina plans. Mrs. Tina plans. Okay, wow. D. Michelle. Maintaining life, eventually traveling. Girl, me too. Step 4 is to invest. You okay, microphone? Okay. Oh, I gotta switch it up.